update on my home inspection. So if the house has good bones, I will fight for it. Okay, you need a new roof? Let's work something out. Let's continue to negotiate with the seller. Maybe the seller can use their insurance and make an insurance claim. If the garage door is broken, let's get some negotiations going to get the seller out there to do some work on the garage door, or get some estimates so we know what we're dealing with. If this house has good bones, it's worth fighting for. But when the house has structural issues and the bones are compromised, that is maybe a good sign that it's okay to walk away and not put up a fight. And in this particular case, we had some issues. It was the old sandstone basement, so it's not like we were looking at block that you can see was bowed. All sandstone basements kind of are, textured or wavy or whatever, and they're inconsistent. That's the other thing. However, the sill plate, the thing that the house rests on, was totally rotted out, which means that's a big job. You have to, I don't want to know, because I don't know. I'm not a contractor, but I do know that it was a structural integrity to the property. The property did have some temporary support beams that I noticed them, but I've seen them in so many houses, and if I'm honest, I didn't even realize that they were temporary. So apparently there is a difference between temporary and permanent. So I'll show you guys all that later. But while you're house hunting, this particular property had temporary support beams holding up where they cut the joist, the floor joist, and installed some vent work where there was no vent work. And the little pegs that were holding the support beam up, think of it like if you have one of those, a ladder or a chair, push the button in and you go to the next height and you let it go, right? Push it, like one of those extending. Well, it had these little pins, and they were bowed like this. I never would have noticed to look at that. So now I will, from future reference. So if the house has good bones, put up a fight. If there are no good bones, know your finances.